Hi everyone, can you see me? Can you see someone else? We're here for a two-player special stream of Imperium Classics with co-designer David Turczi. Here he is up there, and other co-designer Nigel Buckle in the chat, keeping us on the straight and narrow. Apologies for the delay, I'm very disorganised, and I was having my dinner. Audio is breaking up. Oh, are you joking? Ah, right then. Well, I will close and reopen.
Is
Same as last time.
the same thing?
I bet yours is coming through smooth as butter. But I will close Streamlabs again, so it shouldn't be an issue for anyone else, and I should be live again on this link in a sec.
From where I'm sitting, your screen is frozen. Is that normal?
I think I need to open a new output. Hi everyone, can you see me doing this? Can you see me talking about outputs? Has it come back? See what, I will turn it off and on again. There we go. That's a live picture. Hi everyone, if you're seeing this again. Audio fixed. There we go. The classic solution of turn the program off and open it again. I'm glad I didn't go through all the rigmarole of fully restarting everything and unplugging all the things like last time. Hi everyone. So I haven't got all of your lovely chat on the screen anymore. Thanks for being here.
I do. I can see.
Oh, David can see it all. You got you got better technology than me. Oh, I can. I can scroll back up. Ah, the magic of a mouse wheel. So we're here for a grand two-player game of Imperium Classics, following on from my solo game, where I think I lost. But this time, I think we both seem fairly convinced that the other one will win. So
yes,
one person can be very pleased, and one person gets what they expected.
I've played 3 practice games over the past week, and I've lost 2 of the 3, so I'm not optimistic. And ironically, the only one I won was with the Utopians, so I don't know what went wrong there.
I still haven't dared to delve into the Utopians yet.
This was the first time since release I dared to play the Utopians too, and like halfway through the game, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have 40 points. What's happening?" And then my opponent counted and said, "Atlantean 93 points." I'm like, "Yeah, if I have 70, I'm amazing." And then I finished counting and I had 110. So I don't know what happened there.
Well, I think I just didn't even scratch 70 against the bot today, but the bot could have just been in a nasty mood. So we are pure classics still. I am playing I should have looked up the pronunciation. Scythians? Scythians, I think. Scythians. We're going with that. Well, I'm sure the chat will definitely know. Nigel, 100%. And
yes, Nigel,
David,
please write it in the chat how to pronounce it. That will help us.
Yes. Call in. Tell me how to pronounce it. And David over here, in this little sparse play area, is playing against the Vikings. So David has all of the business that he needs set up in front of him. There it is, look. And so he'll be getting all the market and stuff from me. I think I need to show you the market, right?
Yes, thank you.
So that David can have a setup of that. And so, yeah, David is going to be permanently in barbarian mode. That's the Vikings thing. They're going to be plundering, pillaging, taking all sorts of cards, doing some dodgy things. But I'm hopefully going to protect myself from that and get some lovely, lush fields. But then work out some way of turning those fields into points.
In today's episode of Taming the Care Bear.
Yes, that's what David would like to call this. It's trying to change all of the parameters. Well, just finding some factions. How to make things palatable to an extreme Care Bear. So we'll see. Yes. Michael, you expecting to see some carnage? Yes, there will be some mild discomfort, I imagine. Some mild British discomfort.
I figured if Tom can have fun against the literally most aggressive nation in the deck, then
Yeah.
you'll finally believe me that
Yeah,
the aggressivity in this game is an efficiency puzzle and not a destruction game.
You've picked the most aggressive one.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we need to work out who's going first, don't we?
Ian. There you go.
Sidian. Okay. Well, that'll help me with when people keep asking me about Raiders of Scythia as well. I never know how to say it there.
The important thing is that the Chinese deck is called Chin and not Kin. So don't get that wrong, please.
I'm sure. I think I intentionally avoided pronouncing it when it came up in my solo game. Just brush off, just say, "Oh, that card there."
Yes, and if you ever do a live playthrough of the Arthurians, we do expect you to do everything in original Welsh.
Well, in my amazing Welsh accent. So yeah, I'll be the Utopians. We'll get Paul on to be the Welsh Arthurians.
Yeah, because you look like a floating bald monk, right?
Yeah,
or
pretty much.
Benedict Cucumber face.
Yeah, I need a bald cap for the occasion. It is getting a lot of buzz lately. It's getting all of the buzz, right? It's in the BGG hotness.
Yes, it's no longer in the top 3. I'm outraged. Come on, people, go search it in a few more times.
From this playthrough, get it voted back up. Get clicking on it. Get F5 in the overview page. Thumb in all of the pictures of it. So, dice. Figure out who goes first. Do you want odds or evens, David?
Even.
It is odd.
Yeah, I saw you move the die. It's fine. You can go.
Thought maybe I should have changed to a wide angle for that. I always think that whenever I'm using a die, as soon as it goes off the screen.
I have the market set up for myself, so you can switch to wider angle. I'm not reading the cards anymore.
Right. So I will switch to. Got a nice button for my hand. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, is the Tabletop Simulator mod official? Do you know that, David?
Yes. It
is official. So feel free to use it, everyone.
I mean, if the one with the first 4 factions in it and otherwise full scale card art, yes, that is official. The solo things are not in it yet, but they'll be in there eventually. And the setup is scripted, except if the first 2 random cards, one is a region, you have to take out the unrest manually, and if one is a white, you have to put on the progress manually. But other than that, it's fully scripted.
Right, so get on Tabletop Simulator. If you haven't got a copy or you're still on the fence, 4 factions in Tabletop Simulator to try out. And the solo components, if you're happy to fiddle about with the setup yourself, the solo components are the numbers 1 to 5 and a die, right? And you'd have to look at the rule books for the tables, but if you want to do a little bit of work on Tabletop Simulator, you could do the solo as well while you're waiting. And yes, Voidfall. We can tease Voidfall, your upcoming mega Mind Clash game together. Yep. David and Nigel as well. Get on it, like all of the things on BGG. So, I should do a turn. I've started off with...
Why are you showing me your hand?
Oh yeah, you shouldn't be seeing all of this, should you? I've got a load of bad things happening. I've got plenty of choice, I assure you. I'm forgetting that I'm not just describing the whole game to everyone. I'm actually playing a game against someone. I'm not playing against a little glass cat anymore. So, I've got my 3 actions. I am definitely getting out, and glad to start out with the Mounted Archers. So that's one of my actions, so I can stay out. And when David inevitably attacks me, I can exhaust it to avoid those effects, but just once.
Per turn. I was only going to attack once, but... Now I have to attack twice.
So if David only attacks once, hey, this is going to be fine. So what else could I do? I can get some cards. I think I'm going to try and, well, I'm going to successfully, I hope, advance. I'll pay my 3 starting materials to acquire some agriculture, I think.
Unfortunately, I suspected as much.
I get some unrest. Going off the template of my bot games, but not very successful bot games. It's not like this has worked out for me. So I can be about getting a load of the lands and stuff, and agriculture, once I've got it out, lets me treat a wheat symbol as 3 of these bags for the rest of the turn, and I have some cards that let me get materials for every one of those bag symbols, so hopefully that'll combine well. I hope I'm just describing all of my strategies to David. I'm sure it's not some like unique hidden thing.
You haven't said anything shocking yet.
Yeah. Right, so that's played, that's out, and I don't think I want to put agriculture out yet. I think I'll hold that in my hand. And so a new card needs to come out straight away into the market. And we've got the Oracle.
That helps. Thank you.
It's a bit unfortunate because I can't get that. And so I could try and conquer, though. I could get myself a land or... Well, why even think about the ore? This river's got a couple of bags on it. I think I'm going to acquire some land as well. It's my turn. So a new card needs to come out from the deck. The Egyptians.
Okay.
And do I want to discard? I definitely want to discard something. I will discard. Yes, and draw back up.
Well, that makes my turn easier.
Okay, yeah, you've got some better. You've got a better choice now for you.
Could you please confirm that there are 3 cards left in the unrest pile?
Yes.
Okay, then my counter is accurate. Cool. I'll try to keep it running for as long as I can. Did you put out a progress at the end of your turn, please?
Oh, yes. I will definitely not put it on that Oracle. I will put it on Urban Development.
Yeah, I am. You know how often I'll buy blue cards, right? Or like white cards with blue flags. So, I forgot to take myself starting resources. So, I have 3 materials, 2 pop, and a progress, right?
Yes.
And what's gonna happen is that I am first gonna play Yom's Viking, which is pay a pop and 2 materials to acquire the Egyptians.
Yes.
You put a progress on urban development, yes. So I take the Egyptians along with that unrest.
Yeah.
That was my first action.
This big pile over here is
you
David's
must discard
whole
a
deck.
card. You must discard a card, but I suspect that you have mounted archers against that.
I don't mind that. Have you got more in? I can't remember. I don't pay that much attention to what the bot's doing. I think I'll mounted archer.
There's one more attack card in my deck which may or may not be in my hand.
Actually,
okay,
for what I'm planning, I'm going to discard. I'll discard a river.
Excellent.
My brand new river.
Excellent. Second action, I'm going to play the Gothia, which... I gained an unrest, so my Viking A triggers, which is... look at the top of my nation deck. Yeah, I'll keep it there. I like that. Then the second action I will take is I'll play Egyptians, which says if Barbarian, put the top card of your nation deck into your discard pile, which in this case is Rollo the Walker.
Yeah.
And then I would normally have to history the Egyptians. Unfortunately for you, the Vikings do not have a history deck, therefore I just discard the Egyptians. And this is going to be a long series of unfortunate events for you every time I play the Egyptians. And then my third action will be playing the Gothia, which is look at the top of my nation that you may choose to shuffle. I look at my deck, and I'm happy with this one too. This is very stark contrast to what happened last time I played the Vikings, where I hated every single card I saw in my nation deck. And then choose return an unrest and gain a pop, or draw 2 cards. I choose to return an unrest, and then exhaust my Viking card, which says when you return an unrest, draw 2 cards. And then I discard Glory and Prosperity from my hand and I draw 2 more cards from my deck, emptying it. Could you please show me the market? Because I don't know what got refilled instead of the Egyptians, and I need to put out a progress.
I need to do that, actually. The hills.
The hills.
Oh, Nigel, we are playing. I believe we're both A. Aren't we, David?
Yes.
I am A. Yes, David is A.
In that case, I would like to put a... What's in my hand? Would be better to not be this poor. I would like to put a progress on Secret Pass.
Okie doke. So we have the solstice. I could pay a materials to gain a population, but I don't have any of that. So no solstice for either of us. You can all see my hand right now as what I'm going to do. I'm going to revolt, right? And the right action name. I've just ended up with a handful of unrest. I didn't mind too much discarding that card, because I'm just going to spend my turn returning all of these to the unrest pile.
Quick question, you said you have neither of the resources. What happened to your starting resources?
I spent the materials on getting agriculture, and then I spent the population on getting the river.
Oh, you both conquered in advance. Sorry, my brain is extremely short on memory.
And then maybe I shouldn't have left myself completely empty-handed. But so that is my turn. I need to put a progress on something. Let's put a progress on the hills. And oh dear, why is David looking all right to everyone else? Oh, there we go. It was suddenly fuzzy for some reason.
Yeah, it is fuzzy every now and then, but it's not me. I'm broadcasting correctly, it says.
It's OBS Ninja, I'm sure. Is he back? He's back on my screen. So I've put the progress on. I have unexhausted. I need to draw 5 more cards. And that's my whole turn, I think.
Cool. Then I will do the following. I will play All Thing as my first action. Yes. I will steal that 0 materials from you. I feel like... one sec. So I started with 3 materials and spent 2. And I started with 2 population. I spent 1 and gained 1, so I should have 1 more population. So I don't steal materials from you, but then I can choose to gain a pop or return an unrest. I will return an unrest. Yep. Then for my second action, I will play Advance, paying my last materials and my only progress to take Oracle.
Yep, and the new one that comes out is Town.
Town, that's okay. Not the greatest card, but it's better than most. Town. Okay, cool. There are 4 cards left in the unrest deck. Then I will play Oracle to draw 2 cards.
I've put 4 in there, David.
Oh, sorry. Good, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so your deck currently has none. I have to know when to collapse it on you.
Yeah.
So I'll play Oracle, which is a free play. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 of them. My deck is empty, so I'm putting a X on my nation deck and drawing a card from it, which goes into my discard pile, and then I shuffle. And I draw 2 cards, and I have to discard one of the 2 cards. I am discarding Glory. So I now have 1 action left and 4 cards left in my hand, because my 2 actions were Advance and All Thing. And I will pin Scandinavia in front of me. No, sorry, cheaty. I am gonna play Gothia, because I drew that, which says look at the top card of your nation deck, because that worked so well for me so far. And then I shuffle. This time I do actually shuffle my nation deck. And then choose return an unrest and gain a pop, or draw 2 cards. I return an unrest and gain a pop, and then tap my Viking A again to draw 2 cards nonetheless, and that ends my turn.
Rapidly going through that deck, because we should mention, by the way, that as well as David always being a barbarian as the Vikings, he's got a very big nation deck to go through. But when he goes through it and gets Harold Hardrada, he ends the game.
When I play it.
When
I take it.
When you take it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Not when I play it, yes. That's the grail that ends on playing, not on taking.
Yeah, so there's an extra way that this game can end, as well as all of the normal ways.
Yes, and with the Egyptians in my hand, it's a very real possibility.
Yes. That's worrying. Right.
So go fast.
I need
live fast and die hard.
I need to get a move on, but I don't think I've got... Oh, chat wants to see my hand. Well, go for it. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. I am going to get tents out, so I can exhaust this.
Don't show me the cards you drew at the end of your turn.
I can. Oh yeah, you don't want to see what I've got to discard on that. So yeah, when I play a region, then I can exhaust this card to gain a population, and in the solstice I can recall a population.
Recall a region, i.e. if you have a region with a great effect,
yes.
And you have the actions to spare, you can keep playing it, but then you're not getting further, so it really has to be a great effect.
But unfortunately, for all of my nomads, I haven't drawn my regions with things on them just yet. So I'm going to have to explore the Carpathian Mountains, and I get a population for that, and I can exhaust the tents to get a second population. And then it's going to be the region of Tian Shan for another population, but can't do that again. So that is my turn.
Are you going to garrison anything under either one of them?
I think I'm going to garrison one, actually, now that you mention it.
Kiruki?
And so I need to put a progress on something. It's going to be...
And you might want to remind yourself and the chat about the A ability of your Scythian power card.
Yes, I can be breaking through to get some more regions as well.
So I can spend an action and potentially buy a region every turn.
Yeah.
Regardless of
that I should have been doing that.
I'm not saying, because it's unrest.
Yeah, you and potentially someone could, if I'm taking unrest all the time. There is a lot in the deck at the moment, but
yeah,
it could be risky if there's less in there. I will put a progress on the hills, I think. And then I need a new card from my nation deck, and then shuffle that up. It's okay. And I think that's my turn. Fast as it was. Oh, I'm already looking at David's area.
I still don't have solstice stuff, so this is going pretty fast. Well, let's start with the fun stuff. I would like to play Rollo the Walker, whom I should have told you that I got from my nation deck.
There is.
But I got it. I got it not through a reshuffle, but through Egyptian, so you wouldn't know. And take the top fame card. So hit me.
I will close my eyes. Hopefully, it's the right way around and in the shot.
Yep. Take it. Nigel.
Keep it secret up there.
Nigel, what spell did you like? This is literally the 2 luckiest draws I've ever seen in my history. Like, I've played this game a lot, and right now I am off the charts lucky.
I think I've been hustled.
Yeah. So everybody will say the game is broken, Vikings always win, and I'm like, no, I just literally turn 1 and turn 3 the 2 best cards for the Vikings. So okay, I'm sorry. Then I would like to free play the Glorious, because, you know, hammer time. Like, I was like,
oh, is that a card that you got?
No, it's a fame card. That's what you just.
Oh, the one you just played. Okay.
Yeah.
There we
go. Glorious Egyptian Vikings. That's like possibly the worst thing I can imagine the Vikings doing.
Yeah, draw up to 4 cards as a free play. Wow.
Yep, 1, 2, 3. Which means I am reshuffling my deck again, because that was last time was in cleanup. Yes. So I put an X on my nation deck, and I put Greenland into my discard pile, take Glorious out because it's not fully resolved yet, then shuffle and draw a 4th one. So Glorious is now in my discard pile, and I have 2 actions remaining because the first one was Rollo the Walker, yes. Then second action, I will play Scandinavia. And third action, I will play Eric the Red to abandon Scandinavia, pay a pop, and find Vinland in my nation deck and add it to my hand. Sorry, not Vinland. Longships. I'm silly. I forgot that I need longships too.
Longship.
Yep. Longships go into my hand, and Eric the Red is exiled. Oh, sorry, I'm cheating. Eric the Red only works with regions, so it does indeed have to be Vinland. Sorry, cheaty. It's people expect me to actually read the cards. Nonsense. Cool, and that was all 3 of my actions, and I will discard Prosperity, Vinland, and Glory, and then draw 2 cards from my deck, and then I take the X off my nation deck, and I don't have any Solstice, so I need to put out a Progress. Progress goes on. Sure, town. Let's have fun. Oh wait, town. No, because it's 2 VP in history. It's useless for me. But you like hills because you brought agriculture. Sure, let's double down on Sacred Pass. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay. Right then. So no, I could recall a region if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. What have I got to do? So I think it's going to be... The river can go out. You may put a card from your discard pile into your history. I'm not going to be doing that just yet.
I would suggest you try.
Do you think to try and cycle through the deck faster? I suppose I've got...
Because I got the 2 fastest cycling cards in the game right now.
So I just need to keep trying to go through the deck every time. Okay.
Or something. Or go for a glory rush. Because I am slow at glorying. So either go for an insane glory rush or get to Empire by yesterday. But Citizens has a huge nation deck, so that's not yeah.
I will put I'll put something in my history. Exile a card from the market, which is gonna have to be town, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, Hills doesn't have anything on it unless you put one there, and I did not this.
Which one?
Yep, I missed the 2 on Hills altogether. Apologies. Yep.
So town's going to have to go bye-bye, and we've got some gambling.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 1, wasn't it? And then... I think it's going to have to be... Yeah, that's the only way to get it. I'm going to exhaust my power card, spend an action, and take an unrest to break through for a region. I'll get the hills. It's got 2 progress on it. And new from the deck is Town again.
Well, there we go.
So straight back. And I will...
Oh, Tom can't. Yes, then you really need to rush because Glory is your accession card. Good point.
Yeah, it's right at the bottom. My grab a load of
rush
Glory
rush
cards.
like hell.
I am going to... I need to get some kind of resources. Well, yeah, this is number 3, isn't it? Yeah, because that was an action. River was an action. So I'm going to have to just put agriculture out and just gear up. And I will...
Nomad like there's no tomorrow.
That in my hand and draw that. Get a new card for my Glory. For my Nation deck. And... Oh, I need to put a progress on something, which is... I'll say gambling.
Okay, my turn.
David's turn.
Action 1. Skis. It's a card in my Nation deck.
Oh.
Skis. That I also forgot to mention you that I got, yes. It's pinned. Then my second card is Greenland. Also a card from my Nation deck, but I did mention you that I got that. Yeah. Which is you may garrison a card. I choose not to. Then I look at the top card of my Nation deck. I like that. Then I will exhaust Skis, which is gain 2 materials. And my third action will be playing the Yoms Viking. You would need to discard a card, but I'm fairly certain you're mounted archering it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take Sacred Pass with the 2 progress on them. And that's almost it. Then I am going to play Oracle as a free play to draw the top 2 cards of my deck. And discard... how many materials do you have?
None.
Discard all thing. Done. That's the end of my turn. I need to draw 2 cards, but there's only 1 in my draw deck. So I draw 1, then I put an X on my Nation deck to flip a card, which is Go a Viking, my 3rd attack card, and then I shuffle.
New region in the display is Woodland.
Thank you. And then draw 1 more card, and then I'm good for Solstice, so it's just you. Solstice, and then your turn.
Okay,
I didn't put the progress out. The progress goes... Let me... Well, I want Woodland, but you want it too, so let's not put anything on it. Sure, gambling is fun, and you already put 1 on it, so there's now 2.
Okay. So... I will Pontic Step, which gives me a population and another population from the tents, because that finally gives me the wheat symbol, so I could play Nomads. All players may draw a card.
Thank you.
And then I gain a materials for every bag I have in play. I will exhaust agriculture, so I can treat the wheat as a bag, as 3 bags. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 materials. And that's in the discard pile. Then I've got some raiders.
Ooh.
I can draw 2 cards.
And I recall Greenland. Done.
You recall a region.
Yep.
And you are never going to be an Empire player to have something stolen from.
Yep.
But I do need to shuffle my discard pile. And actually, the 2 cards that I draw, one of them is going to be the new card. I probably should advance and try and get a card.
Remember, speed is of the essence. Get cards that help you with that. Don't get cards that don't help you with that.
Because I can just keep putting things out, but so I can get... These would absolutely not help me. So it would be a town or...
You can always break through. You don't have to buy from the market unless
I am quite rich as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying one move is better than another. I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, because gambling could be great, but could just involve me getting nothing again and again. I'll try and break through then for Uncivilized. You should probably see the display while I'm going on and on about it.
That's not Uncivilized. That's the region.
Oh, that's the region. So I need to spend 5 for this, but it also means I won't get an unrest. It also means I'm skipping progress. Shadoof.
Yeah, that's a lot better card for you.
That's
than
pretty good, actually, yeah. So when I gain materials from a card with water on it in play, exhaust this to gain a progress, which is a point, and my river over here has got that. So if I use nomads, it's even if the water isn't involved in the reason you're getting materials. It's just if water's on the card, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's not in play, that's in my hand. Because I've had 3 actions, I think.
You played,
I put the step out. I did nomads. I did advance, yes.
And there should be a nomad in your discard pile right about now.
And I can't get another card. Oh, I could get another card, couldn't I? Because, I can garrison the Empire cards and pull them back with tents later. Well, that's a good idea. I don't know why I've never thought of doing that. In my practices.
The reason is because normally the only way to ungarrison a card is glory.
Yeah.
But since yeah, basically remember you garrisoned your second nomad under Tian Shan.
Yeah.
And what if you just realized, oh crap, I need the nomad right now?
Yeah.
But with tents you can get it back in
I can just recall one every solstice. Yeah. So the first thing is put a progress out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
so I'm definitely not buying the white cards, and as Nigel has pointed out, they're not that bad for you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I should probably think about trying to get some of these. I will pop it on education, and then because I have an exhaust token on my nation deck from when I drew in my turn, but that comes off now, right?
Yes.
So I will discard some things. I don't want to discard that. So I can get a new card, shuffle up the old discard. Not really what I wanted, but it's got to come out sometime. And I think while I'm drawing up and everything, that's it for my turn.
So you put the second progress on education, right? Yep. I don't actually have Scandinavia on the offer anymore because you rudely bounced it, and Yom's Viking is in my discard pile if you care.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I've since then reshuffled my but don't maintain my tableau, don't maintain anything else. So yeah, let's do the rude things. 1, 2, yeah, I'm gonna play Glorious into my discard pile to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I am gonna draw Oracle to draw 2 more and discard. Hey, I'm not happy. I didn't want to discard one of these 2. How many materials you have?
1.
Then I'm gonna discard all thing, and then I'm gonna immediately free play Go a Viking. Wait, do I have a second attack in my hand to make it funny? Yes, I do. Show me the market for a sec, please. So I haven't spent any action yet. Okay, so first action, Why don't I have anything to exile with? This is rude. All right. I'm going to play Yom's Viking as my first action to pay a pop and 2 materials to take woodland.
Yeah. I can discard a card, no problem. I won't block that.
Like to... Okay, so you're discarding a card, you're not blocking it.
Discarded
which means you're probably going to block the next one because I steal 2 materials from you, and if you can't pay, you take an unrest. So
I would take an unrest, right? Because I wouldn't be able to pay.
Well, no, you would give me your 1 unrest and then take one material.
So definitely block that then.
Yeah, that's the blocky. But this is a free play. This is not an action, so I have 2 actions remaining, which will be the Egyptians to take the top card of my nation deck and plop it into my discard pile. And I have 1 action remaining, which will be to play the Sacred Pass. Show me the market again, please.
There you go. Oh, the step have come out in the region section.
Yeah. No, I'm not playing the Sacred Pass, sorry. Oh, yes, I am, because I spent my money on silly things. That was silly of me. Yeah, I am playing the Sacred Pass, and I'm using its ability immediately. So I look at the top card of my nation deck. I abandon Sacred Pass, and I swap a card from my hand with the nation deck. And I put a card on the top of my nation deck, and I'm not telling you what it is. And that ends my turn, and I really wish I had 1 more action. I really should have done it the other way around. Shame. I am gonna discard Scandinavia, Prosperity, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Greenland, and Woodland. And that means I'm drawing 2 cards, but there's only 1 card left in my deck. So I draw 1. The X from my nation deck comes off, then goes back as I put the same glory I just mysteriously put on the top of my nation deck back in my deck and shuffle and draw 1 more card. Done. If you show me the market, I'll tell you where the progress goes. You said step. So I would like to put... You don't have any cities. You're famously cityless. So urban development is utter trash for you. I would like to put it on urban development.
Urban development?
Yes.
Okay, solstice. Do I... No, I don't need that back. I'm not going to use...
I got 2 materials from skis when I played Sacred Pass, sorry. But that's it.
So no solstice for me.
For fans of the art, I would like to point out that the Viking person... Where is my camera? There. The Viking person skiing on the skis card looks surprisingly like the Miko in real life. Although I haven't seen him skiing yet, but that's exactly how he looks otherwise.
Yeah, James, I need all the help that I could get. I needed all the help I could get before this crazy run. But I've got a fairly lean deck. We'll see if it leads to anything. We can only hope. So, I got Shadoof. I better make use of it. Because I can at least get some points while I am trying to...
So if you punch a Nomads now, that will be 1, 2, 3, 6 materials and 1 progress.
Yeah. I'm going to do my Raiders, but you haven't got a region out, have you?
Nope.
So, but I get to draw 2 cards though.
Sorry, one thing I wanted to remind you before your turn is that you've garrisoned one of your nomads under a useless region. So if you want to tent that back to do a double nomads, then that's always an option. But if your deck is super lean, then you don't need it. It's just want that nomads in your hands as often as possible.
I do need to do that at some point because I have garrisoned the good nomads underneath a barbarian's region, which wasn't the wisest thing to do, but it was probably the only nomads I had in my hand at the time. So I've done Shadoof, I'm going to Nomads. So that's 6 materials.
And I draw a card.
And
Woohoo!
a progress. Oh, yes, and we draw a card.
Sorry about the water
6
noises.
materials.
I forgot to press mute.
And a progress. And then... How many cards have I got?
James is asking why wouldn't you just buy Urban Development for the victory points? Because the Urban Development is only worth the progress for him, whereas Education is worth 2 more. So if he's buying only for victory points, then Education is still better than Urban Development. That's what I'm banking on.
Yeah, and I might be able to actually use Education if I get a chance to become an Empire.
Whereas Urban Development is one of the few Empire cards which is not total crap for me, because I will have at least 1 city and probably more.
So I think... What I got? Yes, I have. So I'm going to advance again with 5 materials to break through Education, just so I don't take the unrest. And new one comes out is Moneylenders.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I did Shadoof, Nomads, Advance. So that is my turn. I will keep those ones and draw up. So a new card of my glory. And I need to put a progress on something, which is going to be Moneylenders.
Yep. Thought so. Cool. My turn?
Yeah.
So, first card should get... No. First I'm going to free play Glorious, because there's never any reason not to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, continuing this insane roll, I am going to free play Oracle, draw 2 cards, and discard Prosperity. And that was still 0 actions.
Yes.
Then I am going to pin Sagas as my first action.
Is that...
Oh my god, I am so sorry. Then I am gonna play Woodland. And I'm gonna take Glorious from my discard pile and put it on the top of my draw deck. Should have done it before Oracle. Never mind. We'll learn. Next time I'll do it better. Then I have to exile something from the market. The town can bugger off to warmer waters.
And we got Invasion.
Oh boy. That changes things. And because I played Woodland, I get 2 materials on my skis. And then I play... where are you? Advance to buy Invasion. Invasion is one of those rare auto-take cards for Vikings.
So we've got Marsh and the display there.
And I got the Unrest as well along with it. So Unrest triggers my Vikings. So I look at the top of my deck. And yeah, that sounds fun. That can stay there. And that was my 3 actions. It was spinning Saga, spinning Woodland, and Advance. And then we go to Solstice, because Sagas will allow me to put Scandinavia, I want to say. Yeah, sure, Scandinavia into my Sagas. Done. And then I don't draw any cards because my hand is giant, but I should probably discard a few cards. So let's I spent 3 materials on buying that card, so I have 1 material left. So I'm gonna discard Glory. Sorry, how many materials do you have?
2.
No, I'm not gonna bother with your mounted archers at this point. I'm also gonna discard the Vinland, which leaves me with 4 cards. So I'm gonna draw 1 card from my deck, and that's it. Oh, I wonder how this Glorious made it here. Your turn. If you have Solstice, do it now. Do Solstice first.
Solstice?
Yes.
Oh. So yeah, I want to bring Tian Shan back, because I don't want that Nomad to be stuck there. And...
yes, Nigel is right. I should buy a lottery ticket. The fact that Egyptians, Glorious, and Invasion all came up on a random flip is insane. I've never seen anything remotely like this.
This isn't a good advert for the multiplayer game for me.
This is not a good advert.
This is meant to be convincing me to play this multiplayer. Oh, hi, everyone on Twitch. Thundergriff Games has raided. Thank you very much. You joining me in the middle of David smashing me at Imperium Classics, I think.
No, it's not my fault. The game is smashing him. It's just handing me the biggest weapons in the game.
Yeah. I keep buying these fairly innocent things, and then the best card in the world comes out underneath that for David. Thank you very much, Griffey.
Luckily, there is not one best card in the world in the game, but I seem to get the top 10. So.
Yeah, the ones particularly for the Vikings.
Yes.
Keep showing their faces. But right, what can I do then? Well, I probably want to hills to garrison that education. Stop going up my hand until I am a empire. So I get a population and another population for doing the tents.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to exile a card from the market. The marsh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what can come out. The jungle. Sorry if you're joining me in the middle of a game and you're completely lost. You can skip back and watch the VODs. I did a solo playthrough of like showing you the ropes and how to play and all this stuff. This is what to watch. If you've just had a particularly bad game of Imperium, watch this and feel better about your performance.
I mean, if it goes too fast, you can always play a second game.
This is so Imperium is a game of many factions. I'm trying to find the box.
Here.
You can buy it in 2 forms. You can buy it in Classics or Legends. They're both the same essential game, but they come with 8 factions each that play very, very differently. It's solo mode included. And we're basically start off with a particular deck that suits your faction and your playstyle. So I'm playing the Scythians right now. I'm all about kind of getting some lush regions and mining the resources and all happy-go-lucky and slow. David is all about Vikings and plundering and has gotten some cards that allow him to plunder through his deck extra fast. So normally the game ends in some ways, but something special for the Vikings is that when they get through all these cards, which David is getting through quite quickly, they can end the game by taking this one, which I think may very well be the game that ends. So these are the ones that are happening in our particular game, but wildly different factions in all of the things. More difficult ones in Legends, right?
Yes. Yes, there are also more difficult things in Legends, but also there are fewer not difficult things.
Yeah.
Okay. Classics has 4 nations simple enough that the first timer should have no problem with them. Whereas Legends does not have 4 simple nations. So
everyone saying that I should rage quit. Like, if ever there was a time, no, I can do something here.
No, you're gonna score a lot of points.
We've got to get into double-figure points. That's the goal of the game. It's no longer to win.
In double-figure points. I think you're in double-figure points the moment the game starts.
Yeah,
maybe not.
You have to be doing pretty badly to just be in single digits.
I think the lowest score I've ever seen somebody actually trying to play was 23 points.
Oh dear.
I mean, I once had 39 with the Carthaginians, so nothing is impossible.
Yeah. Right, what shall I do? I think it's got to be...
After the 110 with the Utopians, I believe in miracles.
Yeah. If you can get that high up. There will be a Utopians game coming up at some point.
I've never been above 100 point with any factions before today,
no.
So...
Right, I think I should nomads. This is the main thing I'm doing. Getting some resources from the things that I've got out. So we can draw a card. And then a material per bag. I think I've got a new one out there. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by exhausting my agriculture. And a progress thanks to Shadoof. Make sure I'm grabbing 5s and not 10s. That's the way to win. Just subtly grab 10s every time I get some progress. If only it wasn't on camera. And should I advance and try and get... Am I holding myself back too much by advancing too many times? That's 2 things I've done.
Again, is there something that you need?
See, I want the moneylenders, but I don't know if they're going to be that exciting.
I mean,
right
the
now.
one nice thing about the moneylenders is that it scores for the same thing as your power card.
Yeah.
So worst case, if you just go nuts and get 60 materials, then that on your power card would be 10 points, and then the moneylenders would put another 6 on it.
Yeah.
But that's just a 4-point gain compared to any white card.
Yeah. And to do its action, I want to be spending those materials as well. It's great to get a free action, but maybe I want to keep thinning my deck out with more regions and things. I could just get more resources, but then what am I doing with those resources? So eventually, I'm building up population, and once I stop being a barbarian, I can spend some of this population on... that's a sneaky 5 instead of a 1, I think. But yeah, I can spend my population to be doing some of my development cards later. But... I could always break through for something, but it could be equally useless. I think let's get another... I'm going to go...
Nigel says, play more regions, thin your deck. And
yeah,
I can't fault him because you have to get that glory card yesterday.
Bear with me, everyone that's seeing the screen wobble in front of them. I need some more space for these regions. Caucasia. And I haven't put a thing out this turn, have I?
No, not yet.
So I get a population for that, a population from the tents.
And garrison something.
I should have done that first and got an extra material. But garrison, my...
you can take the extra material.
Thank you.
No, seriously, as long as no new information is revealed, replaying your turn is basic stuff.
And...
I
don't think I'm getting rid of it.
I have beaten Nigel once or twice with non-broken prototype decks ever. So, because James is asking in the chat whether Nigel or I win. Almost always Nigel. We tended to test, is this deck fun even if you lose type of scenarios by me losing with them.
Right, I need to put a progress on something, and then I can move on. I think the step can have one. It's over to your turn of many actions.
I don't have many actions. I'm just very rude about them. So you've got materials now, right?
Oh, I've got materials.
Can you show me your tableau for a second? I'm sure you can have some fun with this. So let's go. Free play, steal 2 materials. Would you like to block it?
I feel like I shouldn't block that.
Have you counted how many attack cards I've drawn lately?
I think we're up to about 5, at least.
4 active, but yes. So did you give me the 2 materials? Thank you.
Should you have more in front of you? I've got 3 in front of you right now.
I have 3 materials, 2 progress, and 1 population by my count.
So you should have... Is that after I've given you?
Yeah, after you've given me, yes.
Yeah.
Then my first actual action... No. Yes. My first actual action is invasion. I paid the 3 materials back, which is why I needed them. Thank you. I hoped you wouldn't block it. And you can take an unrest or block it.
I think I should block that in case you choose the other thing on it.
No. Like, if you block it, you block both. Actually, yeah, I have to make the choice first. I'll be breaking through for a tributary. So the only thing you have to block is the unrest.
Yeah, I'll block it.
Excellent. Then please start flipping the top of the deck for tributaries for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all these beautiful greens that were on the way. Assyrians.
Assyrians. Okay, that's not one I really needed. Sure. I'll just free blade immediately, because why not? So I've done so far 1 action, which was invasion.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to continue my rudeness and play Glorious to draw 4 cards from the top of my deck, emptying my deck. And then my second action will be playing Egyptians, flipping the top of my nation deck, which is Coombs, into my discard pile. And then I have 1 action left. I don't have that. With that 1 action, we'll be playing the Gothia, which is looking at the top of my nation deck and shuffling it again. It's like the one of the 2 cards I didn't want to draw from there. And then I choose to return an unrest card, and then tapping Vikings to draw 2 cards, which I did not gain a card last turn the natural way, so this does gain me a card. Puts an X on. Then I shuffle and draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And then that ends my turn. So I am gonna put, during Solstice, I'm gonna put 1 card into my sagas, and that 1 card will be Prosperity. Yeah, I am not a very prosperous Viking. I'm a barbarian Viking.
Okay.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in my hand. I'm gonna discard all thing. Actually, I should have done that before Solstice, so that's still in my hand. So I've discarded all thing. Then I'm discarding Gotia. Then I'm discarding Sacred Pass, which means I'm drawing 1 card from my deck, and then during Solstice I am putting Prosperity into sagas. You can do your Solstice now. I didn't put the progress out. Show me market, please.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put another one on urban development, because then you're clearly gonna take it. So jungle then. James is right. Once I used the Egyptians, it went into history, except I'm the bloody Vikings.
Yeah, so the same as Glorious, really.
Yeah, Glorious and Egyptians are the 2 scariest cards in the Viking deck, and I literally drew them turn 1 and turn 3 pure randomly.
They're great. They're great things early on, and then later on they turn into different things. But David never turns into that different thing, as the Vikings are always barbarians, no matter what. Right, Solstice. So I could pay materials to gain population.
But if you don't need population, then...
Got a lot of population, and materials is what I can use. I can recall a region, but I don't want the cards underneath them yet, so I don't think I'm going to. These... exhaust should be on the archers, but nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what will I do? I might as well raid, just so I can draw 2 cards.
What do I suffer? Because I do have a
You
region.
recall a region, which I think you've got woodland out, right?
I'm so sorry to say, but that's almost a good thing for me.
Yeah, that's the downside of it is you get to use its power again because recall puts it back into his hand. So I've got the Tarim Basin, which I'll put out. That's my first action because the other one was a free play. Because that's going to let me draw a card, and I garrisoned 1, and I gain a population for the tents. They're used. Then I can. So that was 1. 2, I will. That just show me 1 card, doesn't it? I'll use the nomads, so everyone can draw a card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 materials and 1 progress.
Thank you. 8 materials, 1 progress, and that uses agriculture up and Shadoof. And do I get? Yes, I get. Oh well, I might as well do it then. I get raiders back, so I'll do raiders again.
Oh, did you just reshuffle your deck?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're almost at glory.
Yeah, so it doesn't affect you, but it lets me draw 2 cards.
Yep.
But should I have an X on?
Yes, you should. If you drew it the natural way, then there should be an X on
at the end. At the end of my turn, I can get that, but now.
But not now. But Nomads is in your discard pile, so you play Raiders. That's in front of you. Nomads is already in your discard pile.
Yeah, so that comes back.
So Nomads, you draw Nomads. That's the only card in your deck, and now Raiders is in your discard pile.
Yeah. So.
You haven't put Raiders in your discard pile yet.
So that's. I did Terran Basin.
Where did the Raiders go?
I did Nomads. They're down here.
Okay,
There's my discard. Well,
there you go.
My discard pile's down here.
Okay,
but they are in there. It will be no use to me now because this is my deck.
Yeah, but
I should. Oh, actually, I can't advance anymore once I.
Yes.
Become something, so I should probably do that if I'm about to be glorious. So I don't know that these 2 are that exciting. Maybe I should just break through.
I mean, you're rich enough.
Yeah.
Question is, what do you break through for? Do you break through for white or? Although Moneylenders is not that bad because you're giving up.
I have got a lot of materials right now.
Points. You're giving up 0.6 victory points to gain an action. And your deck is tiny, which means you can do it every turn. And then if all you do on that action is play a Nomads, you're getting...
Yeah, maybe that's worth it. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go... Rather than just potluck something that might be completely useless for me.
Yeah, imagine getting,
I'll go for some Moneylenders, which means...
Did you pay 5 or 3?
Yeah, I paid 5. Which means
that's
pharmacy
great for you as well.
Is out
because population scores nothing for you right now.
Yeah. And really, it's used in most of my developments, but I can only do 1 of those a time.
Yep, Nigel is pointing out that you have a region called Tian Shan that has an X on it, so if you have an action left, then play it before you turn Empire, because then it's a death card and you need to history it.
I think I've done 3 things: Terran Base and Nomads Advance. So maybe I should hang on, because I've got 6 cards in my hand right now. So if I just don't draw,
yeah, that's
then
an option too.
I'll still just be in.
That's an option
Empire
too.
Next time, right? I'll be barbarians 1 more turn.
Take off the X because you can become an Empire mid-turn next turn when you play Nomads.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so take all of these off.
And then at the end of your turn, you can already develop, so you're actually doing quite well.
Oh, like, actually, yeah, that's...
I'm not even convinced I'm going to win right now because my curve is better, but if the game ends before my curve finishes, then you'll win.
Is this the late game turnaround?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, gloves off, punch. So how do we want to do this? So let's see. I'm definitely playing a... Oh, that's nice. So first action, City of Dublin. Second action, playing... Can you show me the market and where you put your progress?
Yeah, I put it on pharmacy.
Okay. Second action, I am gonna play advance. No, that's not the second action. The second action is so there is a token on everything. Is there anything I want to return? No, there isn't. So I'm gonna play Greenland and garrison Jomsviking. And that gets me 2 materials with skis. Then I am gonna play as my third action advance, paying 1 materials and 1 progress for 3 to buy urban development with the unrest. Done. And then I am discarding Furrier and the unrest. Is that a good idea? This is gonna hurt. Yeah, sure. And then at the end of my turn, I'm putting in Solstice. No, I'm first drawing back to 5. 1, 2, 3. And then out of these hands, I am putting urban development into the sagas. Can you show me the market?
Yeah, new one is Armenians.
Armenians. Interesting. What's in my hand? Stop buying stuff because I'm slowing down. I'm starting to help you. Let's put it on the Armenians, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I have 1 more solstice. I can use the City of Dublin. I'm discarding Finland to draw another card. Yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
Okay, my solstice... problem. I think I will do a materials into a population because I'm going to need a bit more if I do get to develop a few times. I don't think... I could recall, and if I draw... So I become an empire as soon as that's...
Yes.
Gained, don't I?
So you can play an X, then draw a card with nomads to pick up glory, and then play a blue card. Crown card.
So that actually might not be too bad at all. I think I'll bring back hills with education underneath it. And then...
I know I'm looking for my long ships. I found every other good card I was looking for.
And then for my turn, I think it's going to have to be Tian Shan. Let's just put those nomads underneath, why not? So I get 2 population for doing that, thanks to the tents. I can... Everyone draw a card. Excellent. And I get 1 less, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and a progress. And then I get my glory, so I am now a fully fledged empire. And it will be amazing to get... Well, actually, Glory is great, but the cards I would bring back are helping my nomads get me loads of resources. Although I only have one nice set of nomads now. There is some stuff. So that was...
Yeah, now I'm panicking.
That was two things, wasn't it? Tian Shan went out, I nomaded.
Yep, and now you can either glory or play the education if it's in your hand.
Oh yeah, it's a free play. Got all about that. Because where's my... Oh, it's in my deck, isn't it? I can put a card from my hand into history. And a card from discard pile into history. Well, I don't want to do that. Not until I've at least played something else. Probably want to hang on to that.
Well, that means that you don't have to garrison the barbarian nomads. You could just history it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because when I bring it back, it will come back into my deck, won't it? So it'd be much better to just education, put the nomads into the history.
Teach the nomads how to write, yes.
Yeah, and just choose not to put the one from my discard pile into my history. And then I can free play the moneylenders if I wanted another. But why am I doing that? So I've got one more action, haven't I? So I can get myself 2 more actions if I wanted.
Or read Tamga, because that's a great card.
Yeah, I think I'll moneylenders, 3 materials to get another action. Tamga. Oh, I'm running out of space again. My power card's just going to have to come down a bit, I think. I'll exhaust that to draw 2 cards. And can't do you anymore. But I can do Glory and get a load of things that I probably want to get out of my hand as soon as possible. I can abandon 3 regions. Yeah, I'll abandon 3 regions to look at the top 2 cards of this deck, and I will... What? Oh, Yes, I'll grab this. Okay, so at the end of my turn, I've got... I don't want those cards. So I draw 1. My deck has run out, so I can develop something.
But then you put an X on it because during your next turn you can't develop again.
So all your exhausts come off now. Oh, and I should have doing the correct order. I should be progressing something. Let's progress the pharmacy again. And what do I want to develop? Because it's going into my discard pile. I think Ateus. You may acquire a region, you may return an unrest. So that goes into my discard. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, my deck feels all bloated again.
Good. Because I slowed down for a second there, so...
1, 2, and I think that's it.
Cool. Then hear me roar. I'm gonna play Glorious to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, emptying my draw deck. Then my first actual action will be playing Woodland to take Glorious and put it on back of my now 1 card draw deck. Then I will exile a card from the market if you show me what the market is. Sure, none of those things because they all have tokens. But it was a region, so I get 2 materials. Then I will. I will play. What will I play? I will play Oracle, which is still a free play, to draw 2 cards. One will be the last card from my deck. Then I will put an X on my nation deck to put Longships into my discard pile and shuffle it. And I hope I find it really, really fast. So I drew 2 cards, but I have to discard one of them. I am going to discard Gothia. Then I'm going to free play Glorious again to draw 4 more cards. Please be one of them Longships. Thank you. Much better. So as my second action, I'm going to play Longships. And my third action will be playing Invasion, which costs me 3 materials, but Longships give 2 of it back.
So I should archer that. Oh, actually, are you gonna break
no,
through?
I'm breaking through for the Armenians. With there's 1 progress on the Armenians, right?
Yes.
I'll take that.
Not the unrest.
And do you want to block taking the unrest?
Actually, I will take the unrest because of my new fancy card.
Okay, then let's see how many free plays can I punch you with. I would like to steal 2 materials from you.
If you, I can't remember what any of your other things do.
These are my 2 big attacks, so if you didn't block the other one, you might as well block this one.
I'll block that.
Okay, then that's it, because all my remaining cards are not free actions. Well, no, there is one. Assyrians, free action, 1 population. I'll take that. And then if you show me the market, I'll tell you where the progress goes. And then we can do Solstice. So, oh, frack. I would have really preferred to exile boats, but hey, what do you do? So let's put it on jungle, just based on principle.
Yeah.
Or gambling, maybe, because you're not gonna slow down to buy gambling, but I have a cheap card that would buy it. I don't know. It looks crap. Sure, whatever. We'll figure it out later. And what's the boats that went in there?
Boats.
Give me a sec. Yep. So end of my turn. I am gonna discard. So the X comes off my nation deck. So I am gonna discard everything except these 2. Yeah, trash, trash, trash. Yeah, sure. Yes. Oh no, I have to discard 1 more card for. No, because City of Dublin will reshuffle me. Excellent. So I drew the last 3 cards of my deck. Out of those 3 cards, I am gonna Saga's Sacred Pass. And then I am gonna discard Foroyar on City of Dublin to draw a card, which adds an unrest into my nation deck. That's a particularly annoying feature. And I am done.
Okay, I think I do want to do 1 materials for a population. I think I still need a bit more if I can do these things. Turn time. Right, I will. Have
you done your Solstice?
Yeah, I've just gained the population for the bricks. Have I got? Yeah, I'm not going to recall a thing. I'm going to Marvelous. So draw the top card and choose what to do with it. I will put it into my history because I can't play it anymore. So I'm a civilized empire. I will play Ateus. It's my first action. So that is, I can acquire a region. Well, that one's more things, but that's got That's got some bags on it. I'm going to get the step. So new one that comes out is Floodplain. You may return an unrest. I will. And put this into your history. So that's one thing. I think. Second thing, I will put. What lets me do that? I'll put the step out. Exile a card from the market. You may garrison a card. Exile.
Sorry, I forgot to garrison a card under Woodland, but it's Assyrians. I don't think it matters much to you.
I will. Let's just exile the region. The region is a mountain. And my third thing, I think it's just going to have to be. How many cards are in here? Oh, that's unfortunate. I am going to have to just put the hills out for 2 population. Oh, actually, I can. That's not an action, is it? I won't do that just yet, because I can discard a card, Tian Shan, which I'm not going to play, to draw 2 cards, and maybe get something else that I want to do. No, I didn't. I'll do Tarim Basin, though, instead, so I still get 1 population from the tents. I may draw a card, which I will do, and I may garrison a card. I will do. So now, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1 more card would have done it. But, yeah, there's nothing else I could have done, I think. I can discard both of those and draw up and put a progress on the mountain. And that's it.
Okay. So as I said, I did a tiny little bit of takes it back because I was dumb and I forgot to put Assyrians under the woodland. So my turn. I am gonna play the Oracle as a free play to draw 2 cards and discard the Gotia. Then as the first action, I'm gonna play Vinland and return an unrest. Second action, I'm gonna play the Egyptians to flip the top card of my deck, which is Iceland, into my discard pile. Then last action, I am gonna. Oh, I'm tapping the Vikings to draw 2 more cards. Show me the market for a sec, please. I have only. Oh, and I get 2 materials because of skis, so I have 4. So it's the mountain and the jungle. Neither of them is amazing for me. Although I do think I need 1 more region. I feel like I'm slowing down again. No, it's fine. I am gonna play Invasion, pay 3 of my materials, leaving with 1, and I am gonna take. If you show me the market again, I think it's gonna be the mountain. Yes, it's the mountain. I take the mountain with the breakthrough. And you must recall a region and take an unrest, but you can archer it. Yep. And that ends my turn. Progress goes on jungle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solstice. On Solstice, I will discard Armenians to draw a card, and I will put Coombs into my sagas. Because I did not buy more blue cards that I thought I would, so I don't need them now. I was quite happy to get them, but turns out I didn't need them. I draw a card. Excellent. Ha! I played an attack in form of invasion, so I get 2 more materials from the longships. Nice.
Sorry, I was eating biscuits and muted my mic. I put nomads out. Everyone could draw a card.
Yeah,
I got myself a load of things. Oh yeah, David can hear me. David heard all of this. I got 10 materials and a progress for doing that. I got a new development, which may be coming out very soon. Because,
how many do you have left?
I have 2 developments left, because that is a trigger for the end of the game as well. If somebody...
And I have 1 card above Harald Harada, and if anyone's counting my deck, they know that's an unrest. So.
Yeah. So the game is...
It is an unrest on top of my Harald Harada, because I was counting my deck.
Right, I don't want cards from my hand doing that. Like, I definitely want Kurgan's out. So that passive increases my hand size by 1. And I can exhaust it to put cards from my discard into my history.
Wow, you can really slim your deck down at the end. So that tells me that there is 2 or 3 turns left in the game. Definitely not more than 3.
And I think... So that's 2 actions. Do I want... What can I bring back with these things? Just bad cards. I'm going to Glory, which may be
Rude.
setting things back. I think I want to bring back some of the cards without annoying cards underneath them.
Yeah, but how long are you going to sit on those unrests?
Yeah. They've got to be dealt with at some point. And I've got all of these things that let me...
And don't forget to use
history
Tamga
these
every
cards.
Turn. Don't forget to use Tamga every turn.
Oh, yeah. So I can choose between you or you. I think... Yeah. So that was 2 actions. I will exhaust and put a card from my discard pile into history, because I've got a load of barbarian cards in my discard again. I will do praiseworthy That's what I just get. I won't put it into history. I will break through for boats. New card that comes out is Metropolis. And I don't particularly need that to be out. I will free play Education. And something from my hand. And my discard pile. No, not that. I must have another. Yes, I've got another Raiders. Got another Barbarian card in my discard pile. And yes, I think that is going to be my turn. Oh, so how many cards have I got in my... I will discard these then, so that I draw back up, because all the exhausts come off, and I can develop. Again, I will develop. I'll develop jewelry just in case. So that should have exhaust on it. That costs me 7 materials.
Why did you take the high scoring card? Are you not confident that you're gonna shuffle again before the end of the game?
If the game, yeah, if I mess up shuffling through things and I didn't get to it.
Good point. When I was playing Scythians, that was the only development card I managed to get on the after game and reshuffle.
Yeah, when I had my practice earlier on, the game was about to end, so it was the only one I could really do. I'd waited way too long to become an Empire.
So, first card, I am playing Glorious to draw 4 cards. 1, then that Final Unrest goes into my deck. I shuffle and I draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3 more. Then Glorious is in my discard pile. This was a free play. Then, can you show me the market for a sec?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't put a progress on anything either, did I? Let's stick one on Metropolis.
Okay. That decides it. Thank you. First action. I am gonna play... Not that one. Yeah, that one. Mountain to gain 5 materials, 3 from itself, 2 from the skis. Then second action, I'm gonna play Glory, tossing the Mountain, Greenland, and Woodland. And show me the top 2 cards of Thingybob, please.
Of Glory.
How confident am I of my ability to Glory again? Left one, please.
This one?
Yes. Let me fish it out of the deck, please. How many cards are remaining in the Glory deck besides the one I've seen?
There is one underneath that, and then the King of Kings.
So there are 2 cards on top of King of Kings?
Yes.
Okay, then I chose correctly. Thank you. Then I have 1 action remaining, which will be playing Advance with 5 materials to break through for Metropolis.
Okie doke. So new card is Temple.
And there was 1 population, 1 progress atop Metropolis, yes. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So that ends my turn. So if you show me the market, I'll tell you where thingies go. You are an Empire now, right?
Yes.
How many progress do you have? More than 10 or less?
11.
Fuck. Yeah, put it on temple then. Life's terrible. Unhappy. Cool. And then let's see if I have any free plays in my hand that I wanna play. I see a Goa Viking. So do you wanna give me 2 materials?
Oh, your other thing isn't a free play, is it?
Probably it's not.
So no, I will archer that.
Okay. Then I am gonna discard this, these. Yeah, I'm gonna discard these 4 cards and then draw 3 from my deck. 1, 2, 3. Nigel, does the Egyptians add the accession card into my discard pile if there's nothing else on top? You can take your solstice. No, solstice. Yes, solstice for both of us.
I don't think I'm going to solstice.
I am gonna discard the Armenians to draw a card. I am gonna put Triumphant for 11 victory points into my sagas. And that's it for my solstice.
Okie doke. So I will. Let's do Tamga while I'm thinking about it. To draw 2 cards. I will Marvelous. Let's look at this. I'm just going to discard it. Yeah. And let's see, stuff from my hand. So that was a free play. So I haven't actually done an action. Okay. I will Praiseworthy. The temple.
Rude.
And action 2, I'll put that temple out.
Double rude.
I'll exhaust it to discard an unrest to gain a progress. Let's tidy this up a little bit. And so that's 1. I wish I had more things to do.
Nomads.
Not here, unfortunately.
I wouldn't mind some card draws.
Oh, Sumerians have come out in the display.
The Nigel says your city shouldn't be exhausted because it's not an exhaust. Oh, it's not a city. That's his development area.
Yeah, like
and it should be exhausted, but it won't matter because
yeah, I can't get through this deck anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, right, of course I'm gonna have 3 things to do. I can do hills, which will gain me 2 population thanks to the tents. Or what's in my? It is going to help me out having 1 in there. It's just I've. Oh, I should. Yeah, I remember that hand size this turn. I've used up all my exhausts, so I can't put a card from my discard into my history, unfortunately. And my last turn, I might as well just pay a population to put an unrest back. So I've got extra population and no actions, unfortunately. So get all of this off and put something in the display. Let's say
you played heals and haven't exiled anything.
Sorry?
You've played heals and haven't exiled anything.
Oh, yes. I will exile Sumerians.
That's very rude of you.
Minoans. That's quite a nice scoring thing.
1, 2.
I'm not
3.
very far off as well. If I could have drawn, slightly different draw, but you can always say that. So there we go. I think that is my turn.
Yep. So I'm gonna trigger at the end of the game this turn, no matter what I do, which means you're gonna have and Solstice is after my turn. So I'm gonna trigger at the end of the game, and then you're gonna take 1 turn, and then I'm gonna take 1 turn, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. So Egyptians taking Harald Harada. That was action 1. Then I'm putting both Foroyar, the Faroe Islands, and Iceland into the tableau, which is, and I'm gonna garrison the Gothia under one of them, don't care which one, which is I gain a total of 1 pop and 2 materials, and then 2 more materials for the skis. Then I draw 5 cards, end of my turn. If you show me the market, I'll tell you where the progress goes. Do you have any cards that can acquire tributaries? And how many progress do you have? Because I wonder if I should exile the Minoans instead of that 1 population I don't need.
Yes, and I have.
Okay, then
at
then
least about 12.
Like
at least 12 progress.
What card do you have that can take?
Praiseworthy.
Okay, yep. Then I'm sorry. I'm bad at remembering what cards you buy. So then yes, I'm not taking the population for Faroe. I'm just gonna exile Minoans because I don't want you to get another 6 points for that. Yeah, that's a lot more okay.
Yeah, that's pretty rubbish for me. I think it would be my only one, I think.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw my last 2 cards of my deck. Then I'm going to reshuffle the giant deck containing Harald Harada. And then draw 3 more cards. And then we have a Solstice. 1, 2, 3. And then out of this hand, I am gonna play. Oh, crap. I'm gonna discard Unrest. Do I have a card that returns Unrest from the discard pile? What do I want to put in my history? Show me the market again for a sec, sorry. Okay, so I am gonna discard. So the progress goes on jungle, and I discard advance on City of Dublin to draw another card, and then I history the Egyptians because they've served me well. Bye.
Right, my Solstice. I finally got something I do want to do. Oh yes, exactly, Nigel. I can return an Unrest from my discard pile, which I did discard on my turn. Right. Speaking of turn, what should I do on this turn? I will. Well, I probably want to hang on to that and discard it later. I want to do Tamga. And I will discard you, which means I draw 1. And I'll pay for my last developments.
So that's the second endgame condition happening?
Because I might as well.
Yes, when I say I history a card, I did mean I put them into the sagas. Because I don't have a written history, but I have a sung history. And I will sing it into the doors of Valhalla.
Oh, I got the exact card I discarded. Okay, so
progress.
That's nothing so far. So now that I've shuffled all of that, I will discard a card, Oh, that's not my discard pile. To gain a progress, I still haven't done an action. I will put Terran Basin out so that I can draw a card. Ooh, okay. That changes things a bit. I get a population thanks to the tents. Yep. And so do I want to...
And while Tom is thinking, the history enthusiasts can figure out why Harald Harada is standing on a bridge on his horse. And what happened on that fateful morning in 1066, late September, I believe. Or early September. Hardrada.
More points.
I think I've been pronouncing his name wrong the entire time. I never noticed there was an extra DR in the middle of his name. Hardrada, not Harada.
Just have another card. I can put something in my so maybe I will do Praiseworthy then as action 2.
Mm-hmm.
And gain. They're all worth the same, I guess, or unless I want to gamble and break through for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Which let's go. Let's break through for a different civilized.
Wait, why would you break through for a different civilized? Because there's no progress on it.
I was hoping that I might get some scoring condition that would be good for me.
Yeah, but that's the best. Like there was nothing better than what you just drew. That was the best one.
Well, actually, it's worked out not too bad because I can
play it to get another action.
Play one of my extra ones to get an action back. Because I now
James
want
gets
to
the bonus points.
I now want to put Praiseworthy into my history, so it's worth more points.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 2 more things to do. So it's going to be these 2, right? I will... Oh, but I don't know what I would get from that. Oh, I want to Nomads and then Glory. But what if the Glory card is amazing and I want to play it? I think we're just going to have to skip Nomads, aren't we? Or just get nothing from it. I've got to Glory. Because if it's something playable, I might as well give myself a chance to play it. So abandon 3 things.
Late September, I was correct. Yes! No Wikipedia needed.
These 2 things. Gain. I will gain a Glory, which... So I've got 1 more action. I'll play Great, which I gained. To... It's free, and I gain an action if I need that, and I will put it into my history. So I've got 2 actions again. I will put out Step, I suppose. Or, actually, Caucasia would get me a population, which I don't think is enough to kick in the scoring for populations, but we'll see. And then finally, might as well Nomads.
Cool.
Yep. I just thought I should have done Nomads first in case I drew something nice, but I drew Jewelry. So I get 1, 2, 5 materials and a progress.
No, you don't. You don't have a water.
Oh, I can only do 1, can't I?
No, you don't have a water. Shadow only works if you nomad the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have thought about that in when I was taking things away. So I just get the 5
the other
materials.
thing instead of Caucasia that you could have played, does that not have a water?
Step.
Does
no.
Not. Then, sorry.
Yeah, but I should have taken that step back and kept one of the water things out probably. Well, we'll see. If it comes down to a point, I'll regret that too. Otherwise,
put out the progress, show me the market, and then tell me how many cards are in the Fame deck.
I will put one on Forest. There is one card on top of King of Kings.
Cool. I'll take them both. So first action, Hardrada. Take the top Fame card.
Or Inspiring.
Cool, I'll take it. Then may breakthrough for region. Give me the one with the million progress and tell me how many million is.
What, sorry?
There is a region card.
Jungle with three on it. Jungle.
Yep. Jungle. Where's Jungle? Why can't I find Jungle? Oh, because it's on there. Yep. 3.
Yep. And a port comes out.
So that was action 1. Action 2 is playing Woodland to put Harald Harada on the top of my draw deck. And I'll exile don't care what. Then I'm gonna free play Oracle to draw 2 cards and discard Greenland. And then the third action in a shocking turn of events will be to play Harald Hardrada to take the other region. Tell me which one it is and how many progress it has.
Forest 2.
Forest 2.
And then what comes out is from the main deck.
It's fine because I'm out of actions, and I am triggering King of Kings. There goes your third endgame condition, and King of Kings gives me 6 more progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we do a solstice. In solstice, I am gonna pop whatever card in my sagas, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Did I play a region this turn? I did not. Did I? What was the Fame card I got?
You got +1 hand size or Inspiring.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing that. Then doesn't matter whether I get a pop or a material. So nope, I'm done.
Right. Yep. My solstice was just return an unrest again from my discard.
I unfortunately have 2 unrest left in my deck, so let's try not lose that. Although my last turn was a 21-point turn, so that should be okay. So, do you know how to effectively score this game?
No, I know how to get cards everywhere.
Yeah. So then, for those of you watching at home, I'm cleaning up the table a little bit here. So, camera, come. No, don't show my fat tummy. Show the table. Up. Yeah, probably. Up. I should have got my stand out for this. There you go. Everyone can stop being sick. So, first thing you check is do you have any cards that score for position? Vinland scores 6 points if in play. So what I tend to do is I use other resources. For example, in this case, 2 pops to put. So that's a 6er. Then Sagas says 1 point per card garrisoned here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Sagas is worth 8 points. Then you look at every star cards you have. I have the Vikings, I have Dublin, I have Urban Development, Coombs, I have Egyptians, I have Harald Hardrada, and Oracle. And that's it. Yep. Then you take your progress. Then you check if any of your star cards score for resources. I have Coombs scoring for 3 pop, so that's worth 1 point. And I have Dublin scoring for 8 materials. I have exactly 8. because I miscounted, and then I needed one more from the city, but I had it. I just didn't take it. So Dublin scores all of 1 point. And then you start separating your cards based on the suits. Cool. So I have a card, Egyptians scoring 1 point per white cards. I have all of 2 white cards. I didn't even pretend to be civilized. So that is going to be 2 points on the Egyptians. Then I have 2 points per fame card, which is a much nicer 6 points. It would have been 7 if you did. It would have been 8 if you didn't rudely glory on your last turn. And then I have urban development scoring me 2 points for every city. I have 2 cities, so that's another 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's it for all my star cards. Oh, there's another 2-pointer there. Let's not forget that little guy. These things don't score anything. Then I have 18 progress. So since none of my scores for progress, I'm just going to spend 4 progress, canceling out my unrest. And then let's see what else scores. There, and these. And that's it. And now you just have to add up these numbers that you see. Oh, no, I forgot my Viking card. I get 3 points per every star card I have. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's too much because they're limited in 10. So this is a full tenor because I have 5 star cards. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8 points there. And now it's just math, which I'm very bad at. So I'm going to open a calculator and go 2, 3, 5, 16, 23, 29, 30, 31, 32, 35, 38 for my cards, plus 14 for my progress, plus 2, 12, 14, 20, 28, 29, 30, 31, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, finishing me on a neat 94 points.
Easy. That doesn't sound like a lot.
It's a lot better than what I did with the Vikings last time. Nigel will tell me if I missed something.
Harold is a star card.
Yes, I think I counted him as a star card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I counted him.
Right, so my praiseworthy and great were both in their history, so they're worth their proper amount. 7 and 6. Oh, I'm typing in the wrong box. So they're worth 13. My star cards. Oh, that's the wrong way around. I've got 10, 15, 21 materials. So that is a point per 6, so that's 3 points on there. Oh, that's a 5. Then a point per grain or water. 1, 2. Have I lost a card somewhere? I had some water at some point.
It doesn't matter what cards are pinned at the end as long as nothing counts them. So, like, that's how you can save a little bit of space by picking up your cards. And then you'll find them.
I don't know what I've... Oh. There we go.
Yes, John, we're at final scoring.
I lost some of my cards. in at one point I was very methodically doing all of what you were putting out. At a certain point, it just became this pile. Right, so grain and water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but how do you know that you found everything if you don't sort them?
This is almost everything. Just down here is the ones that should have been in my history, and
yeah,
the stars.
But you're showing your tableau, not the cool scoring cards. Show us the cool things.
Here's the little window of. I don't have that many. A point per 2 regions is pretty tasty, but it's max 10, isn't it?
Yes, but you don't have 20 regions, so it's not maxed out.
Per 2, not the other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. A point per 10, which is 2. And I think that's it. Didn't I have a card that was like...
The temple scores for progress. And the shadow scores for water, and the agriculture scores for wheat, because you didn't organize your cards.
It's because I've got the cards that are covered up.
Because why is Kurgans there? Why is Nomads there? Why is Tents there? Why is Mounted Archers there? Come on. Show the audience how it's done.
I was just panicking throughout that entire explanation. 2 points per water. Yeah, that's 4 more on that. A point per 5 progress. I've got 15. Well, I've got 16, but 1 isn't going to matter. And then
agriculture is 2 points per.
Definitely. Oh yes, my mercenaries. Oh, agriculture. That's some fools covered up. Yeah, 2 points per grain. I've got 6 for that. Where's a 5 of something? So I don't think I need any of this stuff now. And a point per 4. 2, 4, 8. 2 points on that. Where have I put that? Is it going to be enough to get me close? So I don't need anything now.
Well,
that doesn't score.
Why is there nothing on boats?
I think that 5 is supposed to be on boats rather than step. Because I was wondering why step had any points on it.
Yep, and then you just need all your cards that have victory point values on them.
So cards with victory point values. We've got any more in this pile I've just gotten rid of? No, I've done all of you. I've done all of you. Okay, I think it's just these ones. So 11, 13, 20 to 25.
Yep. Then
16 on progress. And then 4, 6, 8, 9, 14, 19, 20, 3, 25, 29, which is 83. So closer than I thought it was going to be. What was yours, David? 94?
Yes. Yep. Yes.
There he is. 94. So not too far off compared to, based on how that started.
Yeah, a lot worse. In the middle of the game, I noticed that, oh crap, I'm slowing down. He's speeding up. That's good. Like it came down to Harald Hadrada. If I got Hadrada a turn later, I would have lost. It was that much.
Yeah, and it's like the trade-off for getting glory. Like it probably got me loads of points getting the few glory that I did, and it gave me a way to get cards again. It's like I always trip myself up. I've only played like 4 games of the Vikings so far, but not the Vikings, the Scythians. But trip myself up that as soon as you stop being a barbarian, you'd better hope that you've found some way of gaining more cards. Because they're not
like the Greeks or the Romans who are sitting on development cards that buy them stuff well.
Yeah, your development cards is you'd better have sorted something out because like unless you get lucky with that glory card or something, which I did in that game, which helped me out getting some later things.
My opening luck was incredible. The Egyptians followed by the not Taurus. Which one is this? Glorious, and then
Glorious, yeah.
Invasion. And honestly, I barely used the Invasion, mostly because Longships came out so silly late. Plus, because you're the Scythians and you're well defended, so I didn't need more attacks against you.
Yeah,
so
and it was probably more of a waste of time spending actions to do it as well at a certain point.
Yeah, like I only ever properly attacked you once in the whole game.
Yeah.
But to be fair, as I said, the Scythians are they are one of the nations that start with both an attack card and a defense card in their deck. So most nations aren't this. They're either good at offense or don't care that they're being attacked.
Yeah, probably in your first couple of turns. By your second turn as the Scythians, you've probably found your archers to defend yourself against.
But the thing is that unless you're playing a super fine-tuned tableau against a super aggressive nation who is aggressive exactly in the way that you're weak, nobody's ever gonna try to win just by attacking. Sure, if I'm playing against the Greeks and I see the honor girl on the tableau and I'm an empire, then sure, it'll be fun to knock down some cities. Or if I'm playing against who's bad at unrest management, mid-game Chin is really bad at or if the Atlanteans don't buy moats, then you go and flood them with unrest. But other than that, this is what I meant by let me show your Care Bear. Let me attack you as much as I can, and this is not destruction. This is not. I didn't kill anything of yours.
Yeah, you couldn't do very much to me. I think like if you had more cards that I think the Greek was it the Greek bot I was playing against last time? I wasn't the Scythians, but they had a higher priority for putting regions back, and that would be worse if like you're trying to stack the regions and do the nomads and stuff if they keep getting put back. But it's costing you an action to get that thing back out. It's recalling them as well into your hand, rather than discarding them. Paul wants to do a shameless plug. You, Paul, you've got something to plug. Surely you're not live streaming loads. Are you still there to plug, Paul? Of course you can plug.
As long as it's the Tekkenu solo stream that he promised to do.
Yeah, as long as it's not.
Oh yeah, Woodland was great. I used Woodland on
Glorious,
on Glorious twice and once on Harald Hadrada. That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Woodland was really great.
Putting great things at the top of your deck, especially when you've got not much of a deck anyway.
Yeah.
Or ways to just draw cards straight away.
Or the other way around, when you do have a deck and you don't want to wait for your best card to come around twice.
Yeah, you just keep putting it at the top.
And Oracle
since it's glorious,
for me as well.
Playing it twice is going to run through your deck. So
yeah, and Glorious was Oracle was a total MVP as well because it was the mini Glorious plus it scored 6 points for fame.
Yeah, so I think that was like turn one. I think I bought a green card. I bought Agriculture, didn't I? Thinking, oh great, I love agriculture, and then Oracle was right underneath it.
I was like, yep, here we go. Like Oracle, any nation that I don't plan in going into Empire in the next 4 turns, I immediately auto buy Oracle.
Yeah,
like that's why there's an X on it, because you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, you definitely get to, like the commons is that apart from the tributary cards, is it the same? It's the same cards, right, between the two sets?
No.
Well, they're completely different.
The non-pinned green and white cards are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Everything else comes in pairs. So if you look at Shadow of Agriculture and Boats, then the other box has Connaught, Port, and I am not gonna remember what the third one is. And it's essentially, if this one says you can use wheat as 3 bags, and the other one has you can use a water as 3 bags. If this one says you can record this for, so it's like they come in pairs, which is why we say don't shuffle them together, because even if you get the card count right, what if you get a game where all 6 of the land scorer cards in? And
it can make one element really powerful.
Purifiers, and then whoever does land grab wins. But so we suggest we play the entire green or entire white deck from a box. If you really want to be picky, then cards with the exact same serial number, reference number, are usually doing the same thing. Like mysticism in this box and religion in the other do almost the exact same thing, just different costing. So you can customize. Fame you can shuffle together and pick any 6, although we didn't explicitly recommend it, because there are some very powerful cards in this deck, some very powerful cards on that deck, but no more than 1 can be cheesed by any one nation.
Yeah.
Now, there is a card in Legends that says breakthrough for a star card, then put this card into your history. Now imagine if the Vikings get that and glorious. It's like, if you get any one of them, it's crazy, but if you get both of them, it's hell of a crazy.
Yeah.
So
it's best to stick with one set, but you can just mix and match the nations, can't you, from either of the sets?
Oh yeah,
and we could have played with
compatible. Yes.
We could have played with the other boxes commons if we'd wanted to.
Exactly, except don't have your own tributary in the deck, because their ability is always a quick flash of that nation's style,
it would really help you if you were that nation.
Yeah, you don't want to give the Greeks another metropolis, you don't want to give the Persians another way to score tributaries, etc. Not all of them are that bad. For example, the Scythian tributary is just a very strong defense, and it's not like you need a third defense at that point. But for some nations, like especially the Greeks and the Egyptians, they develop for free if you're an empire, and the Egyptians are definitely an empire by that point.
Yeah,
and just giving a free develop to the Egyptians is not nice. So yeah. But other than that, and go tell everyone, buy the game, preferably 4 copies per household, so that Osprey orders lots of expansions from us, because I don't want to design anything else for the rest of life, just every civilization ever.
Keep spinning these off. Well, as soon as I want to see Imperium Ghostbusters. When's that coming?
As soon as they figure out where in the timeline between 3000 BC and 1066 it falls.
Yeah, well, it's just going to be a time traveling movie collection.
We need Imperium Undaunted, where
well, that's what I was thinking of, because they can just wasn't someone joking on social media that they were doing a Cheers one of the developers, but it's not that far fetched that you could do anything in that. The framework is there.
I was saying that you have to play like a 2-player battle, like a Hannibal versus Rome, and then when you get to meet, then you set up the Undaunted map and use the same cards to battle. But,
we need these.
But Osprey didn't find me funny.
We need these Megamorph games.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, Paul has got on Gaming Rules on YouTube, who you're probably subscribed to, right? But in case you haven't noticed it in your subscription feed, his top 10 deck building games just went live. What is it, Paul?
How many of the 10
lay them out right now. Yeah, where is Imperium? There's number 1. Are they all going to be that... what's that DC deck building system? Cryptozoic deck building. You just love that so much. It's just 10 different franchises using that.
I've promised I would never badmouth any game on public live streams, right?
If you just keep mentioning games, eventually it's a crack. Legends region's a bit more complicated. Yeah, this classics that we've been playing. So if you've seen this, maybe you've seen my solo one from a couple of weeks ago already. That's 4 of the different factions. Fair enough, one of those was controlled by a bot, but the bot is designed, its decision tree is designed to try and replicate a player, right? The kind of decisions
and more importantly, it's arc. So when Chin runs to Empire and then starts getting mean or stuff like that. So
so they are
bad at management.
If you haven't seen that playthrough, you should watch it, of course. But there are little tables for each of the bots that you're playing. That as David says, you're trying to replicate what a player would feel like playing against that. But David was a lot luckier and more aggressive than the Viking bot. But yes, that is a second full game. Thanks for joining me, David. And Nigel, keeping us all straight in the chat.
So you get to ask one thing about Voidfall before I hang up.
Why should everybody back Voidfall? Why should everybody follow it?
Because it's the greatest game ever. Like, obviously.
So it's a 4X game. Is that something I should be scared of?
It's a heavy Euro that is also a 4X. But it's a Euro game first and the 4X second. But it has deterministic combat. It feels like an Empire. Like we've been trying to compare it to every game ever. And I think what we came up with, like the thing that's closest right now is like it mechanically has nothing to do with Through the Ages.
Right.
But that feeling of I wanna just build these things so I can score victory points all day long, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
Is right there. So it's like, you know how everyone says that Through the Ages is the perfect Civ builder if only it had a map?
Yeah. So
Voidfall has a map.
So it's going to be the perfect Civ builder.
I mean, but for me,
4X in space.
Is. Yes.
Well, of course,
yes.
Yeah.
So,
and that's coming on Kickstarter. Well, it is the summer, particularly.
Voidfall in the fall.
Voidfall in the fall. Easy to remember. Exactly. Mind Clash. Done all of the fancy, some kind of time traveling game at some point.
Yep.
Some kind of magic game. Look them up. Some kind of dinosaur game in production at some points.
This is the prototype box. It's tiny.
Oh, wow. So at some point, we'll be wrangling some dinosaurs in some Perseverance. But all that on the way. There'll definitely be some more Imperium at some point, because I haven't even cracked.
I didn't say that, but I hope Osprey
well, yeah. From
that.
me, I mean. But, yeah.
Oh, from you, yes. Better. Yeah. Start practicing.
Yeah.
Let me know when you can beat me with the Utopians.
Yeah, I'll watch replays of this every night until I can beat what happened. Just stack the deck differently. Now I'll chat. I'm intrigued by these Utopians that I hear are so intricate. They sound crazy, and I don't really know what they do. I've just heard of their difficulty value.
They let other people return unrest to the deck.
Okay, so some solo Utopians at some point soon. But thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you David and Nigel for helping me out and for the game and everything. I'll be back at some point playing some kind of game. I forget. I'm coming back tomorrow actually. We're building a Wild West town in a game. But for tonight,
that narrows it down.
Oh, it's a Your Town from Van Ryder Games. It's a graphic novel adventure. So if you're a cardboard purist, maybe you're not going to be into that. But if you are a cardboard purist, then my 500th playthrough went up just before this, which is the Friends apartment trivia game that I played with my sister. Surely that's going to appeal to all you hardcore Eurogamers. It's like I'm intentionally trying to sabotage things. I'm not, though. There will be heavy Euro games again next week, I promise. Thank you for watching, though. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully this button will put the credits up. Bye!